You probably know about the 230 million Zakat drama. That's why you clicked this video, right? But well, apparently it's not a Zakat drama anymore. Apparently it's an Islamic NGO, blah blah blah, and I don't even know anymore. Either way, it's a huge drama, and I think these people have to figure out quite a bit of stuff. Namely, why is all their charity money going to buying Porsches and stuff like that? But through all of this, I just have to ask, why is Firdaus Wong being so defensive? So poops, Firdaus Wong is on a campaign. Right after this news about the 230 million Zakat Islamic NGO, whatever, he started making a series of posts. Number one, asking, did Mr. Viraman ask for an investigation on the Kuil Haram issue? And also, when Muslims are caught and investigated, they are punished as if they are already guilty, when they who have already gone against the law by interloping into land and setting up illegal temples, then they play victim, change the narrative, and shift the blame. Wow, I wonder what you're doing by trying to Aikido us away from the Zakat scandal, because I'm pretty sure that is a big thing. A very large sum of money, betrayal of your own people. He has this whole long caption right here about the responses of Muslims and the reactions of them. And it goes on to showcase that apparently Muslims are so holy, so fair, so wonderful. No need to be so apologetic until you accuse amongst Muslims who were just investigated and haven't been found guilty. And he goes on to say, our principles are consistent. Wrongs must be punished no matter what religion and race. If principles change according to who did the wrong, that's not justice, that's hypocrisy. He says while trying to change the narrative. Truly amazing. So bro, why are you doing this? You can think about both of those things at the same time, right? You know, there's a name for this kind of thing, and it's called whataboutism. Of course, Firdaus might say, as he said in our podcast,
I don't deny. I'm not trying to be defensive here.
Yeah.
And my goal is never to be defensive.
But I think it's very clear what's going on here, which is that there's a real issue, and then you're trying to create a false dilemma, where you're suggesting that we can't focus on the Kuil Haram and the Zakat investigation at the same time. And I just have to ask, why? It's kind of like, what happens when somebody really twisted, perhaps the devil, comes up to a child and asks, do you love mama more or do you love papa more? And in so doing, plants a seed of doubt. I mean, the correct answer might very well be, get away from me, Satan, or whatever it is that you believe, cause logically, the child should love both parents equally. So why do we need to choose between the Zakat and the Kuil Haram scandal? So I don't quite know what's going on, Firdaus. I mean, it's good at least that you know that this came from a fake account. But if you're willing to admit this, I'm not sure why you need to go out there and be defensive when it comes to the whole Zakat scandal. I mean, it really just makes you wonder if you're kind of like protecting yourself from people like this Konoha Antek Israel, who is basically talking about how, oh, if Chinese people are not senang with sitting in Malaysia, then go back to China. I think you might want to remember that Firdaus Sapoop is actually Chinese.
I'm a Chinese. I cannot become Malay, and I don't want to become a Malay. I'm still a Chinese. And I will always be a Chinese.
But I guess somebody who's from Indonesia like this maybe doesn't really care. Maybe it's a bot. Maybe you're a part of some foreign intervention plot. But either way, that's less important to me at the end of the day than us all realizing that the whole Zakat thing affects our entire community. It diverts money away from our income tax. But yeah, there really doesn't need to be any whataboutism right here. Unless of course some people are going by this whole scripture that's like, you cannot be bukaing the aib of another person. Some people want to call it taqiyya. I'm pretty sure it doesn't really fit that definition, but at the end of the day, I think the basic point is this. Kalau kau dah buat salah, then admit it. If you've done wrong, then say it out je lah. Why do you need to go out there and protect people? Because as far as I know, I think even small children who are watching you defend your own people are gonna see that there's some kind of hypocrisy right here when you're saying that other people have problems with their Kuil Haram, mereka menceroboh tanah, but then you're trying to
divert the narrative.
Say that they are the best in the world, totally not racist at all, while, by the way, this comment just casually hangs out right here, showcasing that at the end of the day, these people have you under permanent suspicion. I don't know how it must feel for Firdaus. I mean, I already mentioned this, but I do feel sorry to a degree for him for not knowing about his religion before going in, realizing that he couldn't escape, and who knows, maybe being forced to just live the way that he's been doing, create a career out of it. I don't know, but it must be really mentally taxing to have all of these people constantly questioning your loyalty and straining you day in and day out. I don't know how you can survive it, man. Of course, we hope that it has nothing to do with the whole Islamic NGO thing, which some people, like this Shithlin person, have raised questions about. I think those are things that Firdaus might actually want to answer or talk about, but if really there's so much auditing, there's so much cleanliness, it is all so wonderful, then there's no reason why you should be doing this whataboutism, bro. If your people are really so good, so amazing, so wonderful, then just let it all out. Lay out all the cards. Everything will come in its time. So no need to try to play victim, alih narrative, and shift the blame. Cause this is not a zero-sum game. We can do all of those things all at once. The same way Anwar Ibrahim says that we can save Palestine and do everything all at once. Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyway, what do you think, Sapoops? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all I have to say about that, and bye. Oh, and speaking of hosts, by the way, he actually did this live session with Zamri Vietnorth on Pro Media Touched It. Zamri, my invite for you is still valid. Come on my podcast, Sapoop. Come on my podcast.